And Kenyan music, because Kenyan music is getting really big.
Yeah.
So I'm just here hoping at least you listen to some Kenyan music.
I'm just starting to listen to it more now. Most Kenyan music I know is like really old Kenyan music that my
let's start with
dad
that.
listened to.
So what have you had from back in the days?
I even forgot the name. Like Daudi Kabaka.
Oh, okay.
My dad listens to him a lot, so I know him too. John Dichu. I think that was his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Iko Nini.
Iko Nini.
Yeah, so today we're going to use English because we have Kimathi in the house. That's your name, yeah?
Yes.
Named after the freedom fighter?
No, after my grandfather.
Yeah.
Who, I was named after the quality of being generous or being a gatherer, so I was named after him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were born here?
Yeah, I was born here in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which?
California. I was born in California, but my family moved to Colorado when I was 2 years old, so called Colorado home. That's where I grew up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what do you know about Kenya?
I know
You've been to Kenya? Yes?
Yeah, I've been to Kenya. Growing up, we went every 2 years to go and visit. So I got to see Kenya. I got to meet my family, which was really nice. Yeah,
Okay.
I really enjoyed those trips.
So what do you know about it? Like right now, the president, who's the president?
Ruto. Yeah.
Okay. Before him?
Yeah. Before him was Kenyatta, the son.
Yeah.
Uhuru Kenyatta.
Before
yeah.
him?
Kibaki.
Okay, I
And
think
then,
you have some Kenyan history.
Yeah.
Before Kibaki?
Moi.
Oh,
and
shit.
Then,
Okay.
Yeah, then
Then
Jomo.
Kenyatta the dad.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, okay. And so do you follow like Kenyan politics? Does your dad follow Kenyan politics?
Yeah, my dad follows Kenyan politics, so I know it through him. But
Yeah.
I don't like follow it as closely. During elections, I'll keep up a little bit. But yeah.
So what does he say about it?
He says that, well, obviously I know about a lot of the tribalism that goes on, and that's a very big thing. I usually hear about riots and then
Yeah.
people getting injured or people dying, which is really unfortunate. So that's what I usually hear about, and how sometimes elections can be rigged or there's some corruption going on with the election. So
It's some true African shit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. And the U.S. elections, are you planning to vote?
Yeah. I'm
Who are you
definitely
voting
planning
for?
Honestly, I don't even know yet.
Why? Why don't
The
you know?
options don't even seem that
I know
good.
they're too senile,
Yeah,
old dudes, but you have to choose one.
yeah. I'm definitely not gonna vote for Trump. That's for sure.
Okay.
But even
Yeah.
Biden is not the best option.
Yeah. I know. So what did you think about the university riots?
The which ones?
The ones are all over, I think in the blue states. Kids
Oh,
are
for
the Middle East.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sit-ins, and yeah, I saw one in there's a campus in Denver where I actually went. I was visiting one day, like a month ago, and I saw one of the camps with the tents for the protest. And I think it's good. Yeah, I think that the Palestine and Gaza needs a lot of attention right now because what's happening there is not okay. And it's really ironic that it's Israel that's doing it.
Okay. And it's good that you understand the Kenyan accent because I don't have to repeat myself, but I find it interesting. Like there are a few things that we as Kenyans just say in a certain way. Like just say the name of this place, you called it?
Colorado?
No.
Or
Denver?
Yeah.
Kenyans is Denver.
Denver, yeah.
Yeah, like we say, yeah. So it's just interesting to see. So you just graduated?
Yeah.
What were you studying?
Creative technology and design is the name of the major, yeah.
Oh, creative technology and design. So what sort of jobs does that entail? Like what are you supposed to do like after you graduate? If you're starting a business, what's the business about? If you're
Yeah, so it's the major is a lot about the intersection of STEM and art.
Yeah.
So a lot of people go into like web development or graphic design or sound design, image editing, 3D modeling, all those kinds of things. So yeah, I know people have gone into all those different fields with this major,
Oh, okay, okay. And so you were born and raised here, but you've interacted with Kenyans that have come?
Yeah.
So how would you describe like the experience, the American experience, like the few people you've talked to?
As coming
Yeah,
here or for
Kenya?
me growing up?
let's start from you growing up.
Okay.
Because you all you've known is dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how has it been? Has America been good to you?
I think America has been good to me because I have a lot of opportunities here that I probably wouldn't have had if I went to Kenya. Yeah, like for example, even my major is a very new major that isn't even in a lot of universities here in the US, and I'm pretty sure it won't spread to the rest of the world for a while. So that's something that I got to have from growing up here. Growing up here too, I have access and opportunity to experience a lot of different cultures from all over the world because there are a lot of immigrants from all over the world that live here. As for being Kenyan, I think I was privileged in that my parents took me back to Kenya to see my family and to see where I grew up. I know a lot of Kenyan kids, other ones that grew up here, were born here, they've never gone back, or they've gone back maybe once when they're really little, so they don't have that connection. So I was lucky enough to have that connection and to be able to form relationships with my extended family that not a lot of people get to do. And then within the Kenyan community, I think it was growing up with a Kenyan community here in Colorado was really nice because I got to see more of where I came from. And especially in the US, when I'm here, it's like I'm African, but not African American. So like I'm not necessarily fully accepted by the African Americans. Yeah. But then I'm still seen as Black to everyone else because other races can't differentiate between African and African American. But then when I go to Kenya, I'm seen as American because I didn't grow up there. I have an accent. I don't know Swahili as well. So having the Kenyan community here was nice because there's kind of like an identity crisis that happens with a lot of children of immigrants because they feel like they're stuck between two cultures. And so having the Kenyan community and having other kids that were also going through the same situation and growing up with them and being able to experience like living in America while also being Kenyan and figuring out what it means to be Kenyan American because we're both is nice, and I really appreciate the community here for that.
Okay, so when you say that they don't accept you, I look at it this way: you have the American accent, like the like so. And then I know they are Black Americans with Kenyan names. So how do they know that you're not just an American with an African name?
Because of like how we were raised and the things I would know, like food, for example, like the food I know, my cultural food is different from their cultural food, so I wouldn't know their food. A lot of, let's say, like pop culture references are different. A lot of those things too, even things like music, movies, and pretty sure that's pretty much it.
So that has also reminded me of something like when I was doing the live on Friday. So I was doing it outside, and this was on in Colorado Springs. And someone joked that, "Mwaf, you're not afraid of a drive-by?" And then I told him, I don't even know a Colorado rapper. Like, are there rappers from here? And who's the most famous rapper from?
I mean, there aren't really any rappers from Colorado. The most famous one is this guy. I think his name is Machine Gun Kelly. But
Machine Gun Kelly. Okay,
I don't. No one really likes him. We don't. People from Colorado, we don't claim him. So, but he's like the biggest, I guess. But there's not really anyone else.
That's like, I found that to be interesting. Like I've never heard a rapper talking about. So are you a rap fan?
Yeah. Okay. I do listen to hip hop and rap. I write some raps too myself. Yeah.
What do you listen to? Like, because what you listen to is going to determine what you write about. Because they say we are all influenced by our heroes. So what do you listen to?
What do I listen? I mostly do listen to hip hop, rap, and R&B.
Like
which artists? Who am I listening to right now? There's this one. I'd say like my favorite rappers, the ones that I like look up to for like writing and rapping. There's this one lady called Little Sims, and she's actually from London.
I know her.
She's from London.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's
which is this
amazing.
Song? Sim.
Who got the keys to my blood club? Bima. Yeah. Oh, what's the name of that
Gorilla.
song? Yeah. Is it Gorilla? I think that's the.
Yeah,
it is Gorilla. Like, that's the name of Gorilla. Yeah.
You're monkey to gorilla. Like you're too small for. She's really good. Nigerian roots.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a really good actress too.
Really.
You know
Oh,
that?
I didn't know she acted.
Yeah, she acts
okay,
like
wow.
she's on this like famous. Is it Top Boy? Is it
Oh,
called
she's
Top
in
Boy?
Top Boy. Oh, okay.
The British.
Yeah, the British.
Top
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah.
Yeah, she's on Top
Oh,
Boy. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she's a really good actress. Like
Okay,
she's,
nice.
I didn't even know that she was a rapper. Like the first time, like
Oh, okay.
I watched her. Okay. Yeah. So, why did you like relate to her? Because I expected the normal answers: Kendrick, J. Cole.
Oh, yeah,
but
I
you
like
took,
them
like,
too. Yeah, I think like more recently I've liked her, but Kendrick and J. Cole are definitely like I like their like they are like one of the best lyricists of at least our generation.
But why
But
does
her
seems
she because her lyricism is amazing. Her flow, the way she's able to change her flow throughout her songs is really admirable as well. And even what she's talking about is very real. She talks about her own personal experiences and then also like about real things happening in her environment and in her community as well. And that's what I think is missing from like hip hop today is authenticity.
Yeah.
Because a lot of rappers, especially new rappers, are just copying what's like cool or what is expected of a rapper, like the stereotypical rapper, without just actually rapping about themselves. Because that's how hip hop started. It was people just talking about their own life experiences. So I think that Little Sims does that really well.
Okay. And Kenyan music, because Kenyan music is getting really big.
Yeah.
So I'm just here hoping at least you listen to some Kenyan music.
I'm just starting to listen to it more now. And the most Kenyan music I know is like really old Kenyan music that my dad listened to.
So what have you heard from back in the days?
I've heard, I even forgot the name. Like Daudi Kabaka.
Oh, okay.
My dad listens to him a lot, so I know him too. John Dichu. I think that was his name. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just seeing Natalia in the background, like, who the fuck is that? Okay, but now the new school artists, like Sauti Sol.
Oh, yeah, I know about Sauti Sol.
Have you listened to their music?
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of their music, but not that much. I know, which other, I don't know too many other Kenyan artists. I know there's a lot of like R&B coming out of Kenya right now, too.
Yeah.
Which I
So
want to explore.
Yeah, some groups you need to listen to is Sauti Sol, I'd say Heart the Band.
Okay, I don't know that.
Who else? Like Watendawili, Wanavokali. Like there's so many artists that you can listen to. Rappers? What about rappers?
Kenyan rappers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know any Kenyan rappers.
Shit, man. Damn.
Yeah.
I think the easiest one for you to relate to has to be Calligraph Jones.
Calligraph Jones, okay.
Yeah. So you see like even the name Calligraph.
Yeah.
Like he's a top lyricist. So he rhymes in English. Like he has Swahili songs, but mostly like he also has English songs that you can listen to. The others are Swahili, Sheng that is, so I don't think you'll understand. So you won't appreciate their pens as much as because how much Swahili do you understand?
Like I can understand basic conversation, but with Sheng, like that's hard to keep up with.
Sheng is easier. Okay, Sheng evolves, but it's easier because Sheng, all we do is we take we mix English and Swahili. That's all it is. This the bullshit that comes where like one word people come up with bullshit words, but the basic Sheng you can understand it. Yeah. Start by listening to Iko Nini. Okay. So what about like African music? Like what are you listening to? Because now Kenyan. Somehow disappointed. Yeah. I met your mom yesterday. Just go tell her that guy is disappointed. Like Kenyan music is so big right now. We are past the kabakas. Like we have that plus the new stuff. The new stuff is really good. Okay. Last year we had Madaraka Festival. Sauti Sol around. Yeah. So maybe look out for that.
Yeah. I will.
So African music.
I will. African music. I know a little from obviously like the West Africa, that's where most of the Afro beats come from. So I've listened to like Wizkid, Burna Boy, them. I like them. Oh, okay. But I haven't explored. Like this year, I've just been getting more into Afro beats.
I've heard that.
And some Amapiano too. I like Amapiano.
Yeah. And I've heard that Afrobeats has made being Africa cool in America. Like
it's gotten really popular, especially I think because of TikTok too. A lot of people making dances to it, and then a lot of American artists have started either using Afrobeats in their music or collabing or like getting on remixes of songs with African artists. So then now it's becoming more popular here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and something you think maybe Kenya we don't know about when it comes to either pop culture, technology. What do you think is happening that eventually will come to Kenya? Because there are things that happen here, and then eventually when they come to Kenya, you're like,
Yeah.
like we feel like it's too late. Like this was late.
Okay. I would say,
Because you talked about even like what you studied, creative technology.
yeah, I would say like probably AI stuff,
okay.
because that's gonna reach the whole world eventually, whether it's good or bad or neutral. And actually, no, it's not possible to be neutral. But yeah, whether it's good or bad, I think that'll eventually reach the entire world, because that's like the next step in like technological evolution, and how humans will use technology will depend heavily on how we use AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and that has also reminded me when I was talking to you about like Kenyan pop culture. I didn't ask you about radio stations. I'm guessing there's this one radio station that you're going to mention. Which one do you know?
Kameme FM. That's the only one. I think that might be the only one I know.
Yeah, because you know what I expected you to say?
What?
Capital FM.
Oh, Capital.
Because Capital FM is like the sort of station that if you move to Kenya, they'd give you a job.
Oh, okay.
You just listen to your accent, they're like, you're the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kenyan radio is very classist. Like it's about classes.
Yeah.
How is radio in America? Is it the same? Like we have poor people radio stations, then we have rich people radio stations, then we have the middle class sort of radio stations. Here, how is it?
I don't think it's like that. There's radio stations for different genres of music that'll be in different places. But even now, like I don't even listen to radio. I think a lot of young people don't listen to radio a lot now, because we just have like music on our phones and you can connect to the car with Bluetooth, so people don't usually listen to radio. And now that everything is on Spotify or Apple Music, like even podcasts or other radio shows and without ads. So I don't know. I feel like the radio industry is actually something that's struggling a little bit in the US because of,
But I was listening to, was it The Breakfast Show? And I had so many ads. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
People still advertise this much on radio?
Yeah.
So people still advertise a lot.
They still advertise a lot on radio. And that's why people don't even like it. They would just rather have it on their phone where there's no ads.
Oh, where there are no ads.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kenyan actors that maybe we don't know about, because I know we know Lupita.
Yeah.
When it comes to like Kenyan actors.
Yeah.
And so are there any that you've interacted with? Like,
Kenyan actors, man, I don't know. I don't know about actors. I know there's like a artist, like one doing music in London. She's half Kenyan, Pink Pantheress.
Oh,
she's half Kenyan, like she's mixed, but I know that she's half Kenyan.
Okay.
Actors, I don't know any other actors.
I did also ask you about African rappers that you know, because you didn't know any Kenyan rappers. I don't
think I know really any African rappers either. There are some there are rappers here in the U.S. that are also they're also children of immigrants.
Yeah,
but they're like grew up here and they rap here.
Like which one?
Amine, he's Ethiopian and Eritrean, but he's also one of my favorite rappers too.
Okay, another one.
Boss. He's, I'm pretty sure, Sudanese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he also grew up here. Is there another one? I'm sure there are more. I can't think of them right now. Yeah.
Okay. But,
there are some in London too. Yeah, like Dave. I'm pretty sure is Nigerian, and he's a rapper
there's
in the
another
UK.
One here. I think he's Nigerian. It's called Dax. You don't know him? DAX.
I don't think so. Yeah.
He's Nigerian. So, but it's interesting, man. Like, damn. But at least you have like a lot of Kenyan stuff to explore.
Yeah.
So even Kenyan comedians, you know nothing?
No.
Shit,
no,
man.
there's this, my mom used to watch
Churchill?
Yeah, the Churchill show. So I used to watch a little bit of that when I was growing up. But I haven't seen anything recently.
Okay. It's good to talk to a Kenyan like who's just been born here, grown here, because we take it now. The Kenyan experience is really different from the American experience.
Yeah.
Because in Kenya, we know basically everything.
Yeah.
So we are the sort of people you'll ask who are like American rappers, African rappers, Kenyan, Nigerian. Like, I don't know how we are raised, but we're just raised with everything. But then you have the American society where this is the world. Like, your world is America. You win NBA, you're world champions.
Yeah.
So
I think that's an American problem, because a lot of the rest of the world does have knowledge of the rest of the world, and even pop culture everywhere else, but Americans don't. They don't really know what's going on outside of their own bubble. Yeah, that is a problem.
Yeah. But there's also another thing, like yesterday, like on Saturday, you said that I found super interesting. You were talking about the Kenyan youth community in Denver, as you said. I said Denver. So, and you said if you are aged 12 to 24.
Yeah.
I found that to be super interesting. In America, youth is 12 to 24, or that's just something you came up with?
That's pretty much, I think, the standard in America.
12 to 24?
Yeah, like once you're mid-20s, you're not really, like, you need to grow up.
I keep telling people in a different way. I tell people this in a different way. I always say, because Kenyan politicians take advantage, and they always call everyone till 35 youth.
35?
Yes, and they treat you like a kid. So they tell you, as a youth, we are going to open music studios. And people are like, and they tell them, like, as soon as you reach 18, you're an adult. Yeah. So, but here in 12 to 24, I was happy. I was like, yes, that's youth. Yeah. So if you were 25, you're not youth. That was good to hear. Like, I was like, damn. So here 12 to 24?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, so Natal is a grandpa here.
Yeah, almost. Basically, yeah.
So that's interesting. Damn. So how do like politicians appeal to the youth in America?
They like attempt to do like trends or pop culture things. Like they might, like they'll be on social media. They might try and do something like that. They might try and go out into the community and interact with community members. Yeah, I don't know. I think mostly the ones that capture the youth are the ones that are the most progressive. They're sometimes even the most radical, because I think like youth now in America, they're slowly becoming more and more radicalized in both directions, like conservative or liberal. So I think just the ones that appeal to that.
But are there any politicians going around telling the youth in quotes, we are going to help you make money from your talent? Does that bullshit go around?
I think the closest person was Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
Like he's really old, but he had a lot of policies that like youth agreed with, because it was things like taking away tax cuts from the rich, like student loan forgiveness, those kind of things, like higher wages. So that a lot of his policies and what he wanted to change in America appealed to. Okay,
so you're saying like when he was talking to the youth, he was talking about higher wages, which is Kenya is higher salaries.
Yeah.
He was talking about debt forgiveness. So like for Kenyans, we have HELB. So we'd have a leader talking about, we are going to forgive your university debt.
Yeah.
You see, like in Kenya, what happens, and I really get pissed with it, is they stand there and they try and tell everyone they can be a musician, everyone can be a comedian just because you're young. And I find it to be stupid. So I always talk about it. I'm like, this is some bullshit. And I always say, like, I'm 100% sure, because I've never followed American politics to that level, but I'm always like, I'm 100% sure they're not talking about talent in America, you see. And so it's good to hear, like you say that. Oh, so in Kenya, 35 is considered the youth. But I guess black don't crack, so.
Yeah, that's true, so, I guess, if you look like it.
So I guess that's so you're born in Cali, grew up in Colorado. Have you been back to Cali?
Yeah, over the years my family has gone back a few times, because we still have some family friends who live there. So,
going back to Cali like the notorious VIG.
Yeah.
Okay. Old school rap, who do you know?
Oh yeah, I know like the Notorious B.I.G. I know Tupac. I like NWA a lot, and like Ice Cube. I like them a lot. Who else? There are a lot of like early 2000s like rappers I know too, like Ludacris. I really like. Snoop Dogg is nice too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Kenya, and you said that your dad tells you about the tribalism in Kenya. So, from what you've heard about Kenya, what would you change if you were there? Like, from what have you learned in America that you think if we did in Kenya, we'd take it to the next level? Because you've heard about the bullshit, which is tribalism,
Something that we do in America that maybe Kenya could
think,
do?
like from what you've heard your dad saying about Kenya, you'd be like, this would help that country.
Maybe I mean, this is something America is slowly working on too, but I think the education system
Okay.
and like working on making it more modernized. Because I think even in Kenya, wasn't there a recent change in the education system for
from 844 to CBC?
Yeah.
I think some shit like that.
something like that? But I think more modernized in the sense of, because like here in America, we are still teaching the same way we did like 50 or 100 years ago, even though the world has changed a lot and there's technology. So there's a little bit more push now to just teach with technology, to teach more creatively instead of just, because kids are kids, they like to play, they like to create. And a lot of schooling here is about like dampening that, or just making them strict, or just making sure that they obey and like know how to follow instructions, which I think is also similar in Kenya too, but probably even worse. 'Cause I know the disciplining can be tough in Kenyan schools. So I think giving kids more creative freedom in the education system.
Okay, and then after, like, you just graduated, so you're going to become a teacher for 2 years?
Yeah.
So what are you going to be teaching?
Math in high school, like algebra.
In high school?
Yeah, algebra.
Okay,
Yeah.
A public high school?
Yeah, it's a charter high school, which is, it's
okay.
like public, but it's like in between public and private.
Okay, okay. This is a blue state, yes?
Yeah.
So is there gun control? Any form of gun control?
Not really. No, there's not really gun control as much, but we don't have, is it open carry? Can you open carry in Colorado? I don't think you can open carry, so it's not as loose as other states.
Florida.
Yeah, or like Texas, but you can still, oh yeah, you can still carry a gun.
And there's no that stand your ground bullshit? Where you
I don't think so.
and
There's no
finish
stand
it?
your ground law in Colorado.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from the outside looking in, which country is more dangerous, Kenya or America? For you, I always say America is more dangerous, and
I would say
it makes my friend Natal like lose his shit.
I think Kenya's more dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that might be because you're more used to Kenya, so you're
yeah.
more familiar, and then me, I'm more familiar with here.
Okay. That's,
So yeah.
I can take that.
Yeah.
Like from the outside looking in, we always see the negative shit.
Yeah.
So like when I'm in Kenya, I'll hear this school shooting, the mall shooting, but now when you're here, you'll see the political violence, like busted brains on the streets. So
Yeah.
The dynamics are different.
yeah. I understand why everyone thinks the other place is more dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and any plans of relocating to Kenya at some point, or for you, you're just American and this is home?
At this point, I don't think so, because I do call this home. I think I'll always visit and I'll always go back. Like I'll never stop visiting, just because I have family there. I love the country. It's a beautiful place. But yeah, I do really recognize America as more home. I think just because I grew up here. And I do love the Kenyan community here, and I want to keep developing that and working with them.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and thank you for you gave me an opportunity to advertise my podcast.
Oh yeah.
And but one of the things I hate about this place is the food. Why is everything frozen?
Yeah.
So yesterday I saw some chicken.
Yeah, the food is.
I was like, let me eat this chicken. Let's just take the shit is cold. I'm like, because now with Kenya we always eat our food warm or hot.
Yeah.
Is it an American thing? Like this, everything is cold.
No. Oh, the food yesterday was cold.
Yeah.
Maybe the heaters weren't working.
The chicken was cold.
You came late because the chicken was hot. You came late.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because I just thought they eat frozen shit. Everything is ice.
There's a lot of frozen food in America.
There's cold chicken. You can eat cold chicken on a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
It's just not good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kenyan food. Which food do you know? Kenyan.
Oh, I know.
Apart from
I know all of
githeri, I'm
it.
assuming you know githeri.
Yeah, I know githeri. Yeah, I know all Kenyan food basically. Yeah, I know.
Ugali?
I know ugali.
So your mom still cooks ugali?
Yeah. And then of course at these like different Kenyan events, you get to eat different Kenyan foods too. Yeah, and I grew up eating it all. So,
Okay. So Kimathi, man, thank you. Good luck in your new journey as a teacher. That's going to be for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years.
Okay. And I hope you understood my. So I think the last thing we are going to finish with is just pronouncing a few words. Like I'll say them the Kenyan way.
Yeah.
And you can say them your way. So like this, as I say, Denver.
Denver.
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs.
Okay, that one was close. I wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But now, the things that fly, we say bird. That's a bird.
Bird.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. words, like things that are written.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, man, like we can't fake the accent even if you tried. So that's why I don't even try. I'm just like, this is the Kenyan accent. I'm going with it. But the Kenyan accent is easier to understand, yes?
Yeah. I think so.
Or is it easy for you because you've lived with Kenyan
I think it's
parents?
easy for because I've lived with Kenyan parents and the Kenyan community, so it's probably easier for me to understand.
Okay, because now the funny thing is Kenyans in Kenya don't think they have an accent. This is like the most weird thing. Like when we listen to other people like the Nigerians, South Africans, we're like, fuck their accent. But you know, when you come here, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Sound like I'm speaking Luo.
Yeah.
Americans don't think they have an accent either.
Yeah.
But you see now Americans...
And like Colorado, a lot of people in Colorado don't think they have an accent.
So the Colorado accent is different from like the New York accent?
Oh yeah. There's an accent in New York. There's an accent in Texas. Like different parts of the U.S. have different accents. Yeah.
Okay, and you can easily tell them how to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
not specific states, but regions.
Oh.
Yeah. Like even in the South, there's a Southern accent that like it's very, you can tell it's a Southern accent. Yeah. But even within that, specific states have specific Southern accents. Yeah. Some are slower, some are faster. Yeah.
So it's basically like Kenya. You have the Luo accent, Kikuyu accent, come back, and then you have the so-called. Oh, okay. Yeah. But thank you. So I hope you understand Kilami. Unajua Kilami nini?
Nah.
Kilami is English, but Lami is tarmac, and tarmac is black. I don't know how we came up with that name, Kilami. So I hope you understand. So kama kawaida vile musemaga, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tukimalizia tukisema Iko Nini.
Iko Nini.